Hey y'all, hey. Today I'm here to give you an instructional video on the Be Childish challenge for Black women. And so I'm going to explain what's going to happen over the 3 days that we commit ourselves to a virtual community to really just be childish, to be silly, to have shenanigans, to have good belly laughs. All right, those of you who don't know, I am Sherelle D. Kennedy. I am the CEO of Doc Ships. I wear many hats, so I'm also a licensed clinical mental health therapist, and I'm also a social researcher. And the social researcher piece is very important for me because I study the behaviors and habits of high achieving, over functioning Black women. I do so I can cut through the noise to figure out how to help us really figure out optimal health and what works for us. Now, the vision of Doc Ships is a future where African American women can achieve social health and enjoy maximum wellness. And so I do things through challenges and through different aspects of social media platforms to educate, but to educate in a way that's fun, to educate in a way that you're learning and you're not even really processing a lot of times that you're learning. So far, I've done other challenges like the Be Selfish challenge for Black girls, but of course, it's really for Black women. It was 14 days of Black women getting together and really committing to self care intentionally within the day. And that was absolutely fun. I do also mindfulness walking, and that's usually around the fall, where we commit ourselves to basically a challenge group. Even though it's a challenge group, it's really a competition amongst yourself in a community of women who are like yourself, just to commit yourself to really just processing about the day or anything that you like while you walk. All right, so let's get into this. All right, as far as the introduction to the challenge, the reason why I'm very interested in doing the Be Childish challenge for Black women is because it's not just about fun, but I'm looking to figure out how we can really just give our nervous systems a break, how we can access that and be well. And so it's really a permission slip. I call it to calm your nerves, to unsubscribe from hustle culture, and to fully embrace ease. All right, couple of disclaimers. Whenever I do these challenges, I find that women, we go in with the high achieving mindset. We go in thinking about it like a task and how we're going to do it throughout our day, because usually the challenges are on a weekday. And the reason why they're on a weekday is because I want to be able to teach women how to figure out to show up how to figure out how to show up for themselves amidst their regular responsibilities, which is typically one of the difficulties of African American women. And so, my disclaimer really is that the challenge, while it's designed to be fun, it could create some aspect of discomfort. So, you can go fast, you can go slow, you can go however it is that you need to feel comfortable with doing the challenge. But the one thing is, I want you to just put perfectionism down. Go ahead and leave that at the door, right? And the interesting part is, a lot of times when I do challenges for Black women, the reason why I call it a challenge is because we have difficulty in overthinking or just have anxiety about the things that we do for the day. So it's truly a challenge to try and figure out, how do you show up for yourself in the day. All right, so with this challenge, there are different aspects. This challenge, the Be Childish challenge, is absolutely free. Okay, let me say that again. It's absolutely free. It is free, but you still have to register. And so when you register, you will be invited to join um, Doc Ships community Facebook page. Now, if you're already in there, it's fine, but you will still have to register for the challenge because I need to know who's a part of the challenge. But what happens is, even though the challenge is absolutely free to really provide access for those who may not be able to afford the cost of the challenge at the moment, um, I do offer other options, and the other options are the recess pass and the play all day pass. The recess pass is kind of like general admissions, all right? You get to play, you get to be a part of the challenge, you get to have your points tracked, and you get to be eligible for the grand prize. Also, I forgot, even though some people might be in free admissions, one of the things that I decided to kind of add to the challenge last minute is a daily gift card that you can win based on if you are determined to be the most childish in the day relative to the activities that you'll do. And I'll explain the activities later. So, anyone who has free admissions can have three opportunities to win a $10 e-gift card. Also, like I said, let me go back to general admissions. General admissions, you can win the $10 gift card, e-gift card as well. You also will have points tracking toward the grand prize, and then you're also eligible for the grand prize. But then what I did was I created a play all day pass. And with the play all day pass, really what that does is it gives you access to all the other things of the challenge, but it gives you some bonus perks and access that otherwise, through the other levels of entry of the challenge or the other levels of participation, you wouldn't otherwise get. Also, with the VIP allows you for certain customizations with the activities, and I'll be able to explain it further. With the general admissions is $20, and then the VIP, the Play All Day Pass, is $47. So everyone has the opportunity to sign up and register for either the free admissions, the recess pass, which is the general admissions, and then the play all day pass, which is the VIP admissions, up until that Monday, August 4th at 6 a.m. So all registration will cease by Monday, August 4th at 6 a.m. All right. So, to tell you a little bit about what comes with the pass option. So, with the free admissions, you'll get this specific instructional video, and then you'll get the post of the activity options. And you'll also, again, be eligible to win free $10 e-gift cards. Now, with the recess pass is a little more than the free admissions. So you'll get this instructional video so you can understand what's going on. You'll also get a challenge handbook, and then you'll also get the points tracking, and then you'll get the daily post options, of course, of all the shenanigans and things that we can do. You'll be eligible for the grand prize, and you'll be eligible to win also the daily e-gift cards. Also, with the VIP, the Play All Day Pass, it's again $47. And what you'll get is you'll get the challenge handbook, you'll get this instructional video, and then you'll also get a full list of the shenanigan activities so you can kind of plan ahead to see the types of activities that you would want to do, even though we're getting a daily post of the options. Now, with that, the other type of access that you'll get is you'll get points tracked toward the grand prize, and then the daily post of the options. And then you'll get a daily wild card activity swap option. And so, what that means is even though activities will be randomly selected and posted for that day, because you have the full list, you'll be able to check that full list and you'll be able to decide which activities you want to swap out. Also, you'll be eligible to win the grand prize, but you'll also be eligible to win the e-gift card as well. And then you'll get a first look at what the actual prize options are. And what's so cool about the prize options are they're valued around $100 or a little bit over. Now, and all the prize options are really curated relative to the list to have you think about how are you going to continue to be childish even past the challenge. Also, the as a VIP, you'll get grand prize selection voting power. And so, with the first look at the prizes, you'll get to also vote on which prize the winner gets. And that's basically in hopes that you will be the winner. All right. So, relative to the the challenge timeline is from August 4th to Friday, August 8th. But what happens now? Until August 4th, you get the opportunity to choose your participation level on the landing page of the challenge. And that landing page will be on my website, and it will be labeled the Be Childish challenge. Also, through August 4th through August 6th, you'll be checking into that Doc Ships community Facebook page to see when the challenge options actually drop. They'll be dropping at 6 a.m. every morning, and you have the options to choose which activities you'll do. And you have until like 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that night to actually post proof of you doing the activities. And then you just want to stay consistent through the days, because as you stay consistent through the days, because you'll have the challenge passes as well as the ability to win the e-gift card, you want to really work on how you do the proof and rack up points. And so what'll happen is by Wednesday, August 6th, all the regular and bonus activities, they must be submitted by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you'll also have some other bonus point opportunities throughout the challenge that may extend a little bit beyond that date. But by Thursday, August 7th, all the points will be counted, right? So everything has to be in by Thursday, August 7th at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so I know I said basically the challenge and the challenge activities stop on that Wednesday, but on August 7th, everything closes, which is that Thursday. And everything will need to be closed and shut down on that day because the points will have to be counted. And then the winner will be announced on August 8th, and that's a Friday. So the winner will be announced in the group, and then the winner will be announced emailed as well. And so the winner will receive their prize, and we will have the prize shipped to their home. All right, so if I can get a little more detailed in how to play. So, like I said, at 6 a.m., each of those days of the challenge, activities will drop. So, you will have to select a total of 3 activities, one from each category. And so, the activities will span across 3 different categories. And what'll happen is you'll need 10 to 15 minutes to participate in that activity. And you could do it throughout your day. Proof just has to be posted by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so it has to be posted inside that Facebook group. And it's probably easier to track the points relative to if you make each activity an individual post as far as the proof that you have, because then the activities Facebook page, then the Doc Ships community Facebook page will be able to track that information. All right, so these activities, relative to them being shenanigans, they will be a part of 3 different categories. So they're movement activities, they're creative activities, they're imagination activities. The movement activities, they have points that score higher because you'll really have to think about how you want to do them in the day. Also, the creativity the creative the why can I say it? The creative activities will also be worth some points because you'll need different types of materials. to do those activities. And then the imagination activities, they're worth fewer points. And they're worth fewer points because it doesn't take a lot of time or material to do those specific types of activities. But while you have those types of activities, you have the ability to earn bonus points. And one of the first aspects of winning a lot of bonus points before the challenge even begins is to actually refer a friend. So if you purchase a challenge pass and you refer a friend and they get a pass, and then they also put your name down as registration as their referral, then you'll automatically get points. And you can do that as many times. And so those are heftier points because I want people basically who are not familiar with the Doc Ships brand. I want to be able to engage with them. And so if you all invite friends and you have an incentive, my hope is that a lot of friends will be able to participate in these specific activities. Also, there is other opportunities for some big bonus points where whenever you do one of your three activities, whenever you do your three activities for the day, you can also receive some bonus points for when you do those activities, and then you'll do a reflection of them. And that reflection, really for the highest points, can be videos. And then another bonus point, big bonus point opportunity comes on that when the challenge is wrapping up. Because if by that Thursday you do a summary video of how the challenge has impacted you from when you first started, that's also some really big bonus points. But then you'll also be able to get other bonus points for at the first day of the challenge, you do an intro video to tell why you even want to be childish. So there's a lot of opportunities for points. You get to pick your strategy as far as how you want to do the points and how you want to make the points work. Be in the handbook. And I also, for the free admissions folks who just kind of want to keep the points to themselves, and keep the points in process for themselves, I'll post the bonus points earned sheet as well within the group. And so, like I said, the cool part about this is even though we're having a good time, even though we're having a lot of fun, there's some learning objectives. And the three learning objectives that I would want is one, for you to understand how to calm your nerves, two, to unsubscribe to hustle culture, and three, to embrace ease. And so we'll talk about that more throughout the challenge. All right.